Well, welcome to the Organization Development Network of Chicago, the very first attempt of our thought leadership subcommittee to talk about what are you reading? My name is Dr. Deborah Murphy, and my background is in human resources for the last 30 years, and I've just recently finished my PhD at the Chicago School of Professional Psychology, and that's one of the places where I met Dr. David Cloak. Why don't you introduce yourself, David?
Sure. Hi, I'm David Cloak. I'm an organizational psychologist. I specialize in leadership development. I was in the Navy for many years and then retired from the service and went back to school and got my PhD in organizational psychology out in the West Coast at Alliant International University, which used to be like a sister school to the Chicago School. It was called the California School of Professional Psychology.
There you go.
Became absorbed into that system. So now I'm in the Chicago School of Professional Psychology, serving as an adjunct faculty member, and I am in the business psychology program, or the online program. So I get to sort of hand on what I've learned myself and then benefited by other professors who've taught me a little bit along the way. So I just wanted to welcome you to our little event. We're having a little
We're so excited.
Computer side chat. We won't say it was a fireside chat or seaside chat.
Yeah.
Or poolside chat.
Hopefully someday. David and I have been on the board of the Organization Development Network of Chicago for the last couple of years, and we're working to provide opportunities for our members for professional development and networking and developing a community. One of the things that we've been planning on for the last, at least year and a half is can we do some kind of podcast where we talk about issues that are of interest to our members and of interest to their professional development and that are thought-provoking and represent excellent thought leadership. And what we have decided is that in this day of coronavirus, yep, I said it, it only took me 20 seconds, right? In these days of lockdown, we know that people are becoming more and more used to using this kind of a platform and seeing this kind of platform and communicating in this way. So we thought, oh, this is a good opportunity to put our money where our mouth is and see if we can't use this platform to conduct this conversation. At this time, what the framework that we're going to use to talk about this is what are you reading? So in our small group over the last couple of months, we've shared some books that we were reading at this time, and we said these are the kinds of things that are really resonating with me, and we thought we would record our conversation and to be thought-provoking for you, our members. The book that I have been reading is The Success Principles by Jack Canfield. It's not a new idea, and it's actually been out for more than 10 years, but it's been very significant for me. And I actually was listening to it on, not on tape, on Audible in the car, and realizing that a lot of the stories that Jack relayed were very powerful for me. Dave, what's the book that you were recommending?
I was recommending, there's lots of books to recommend, but this one is called The Source by Dr. Tara Swart-Bieber. She's since remarried and things like that. So, and Dr. Tara is of Indian extraction, but she's an English woman, and she now teaches at MIT and also Harvard Business School, and also has I guess you call professorship at the School of Medicine. So she's quite an interesting person. She's got a PhD and she's also got an MD. So she's one of those overachiever types. Wow. And, we like that. But Tara's idea here, if I can just tell you a little bit, her book is called The Source. You'd think it's a little simple, and this says The Secrets of the Universe, Science of the Brain. And why I think this is a good book is a couple months ago, when we were still able to go to the Chicago School and meet online, we were able to listen to another medical doctor who gave an excellent presentation. his name was Raj, and I won't try to give you his last name right off the hand. But Dr. Raj was great. He's a pediatrician and things like that, but he too has looked at the whole idea of brain, how the brain functions, how the brain helps us move things along. His theory is pretty much in line with Dr. Tara Swart's ideas, and that they know a lot about the physiology of the brain and how it works, but they also have moved it into a larger frame of how to sort of do is what the popular thing now to do mindfulness, or to help people be able to sort of cope. And in this time when we have a lot of people who are going through lots of transitions because of COVID, and simply because of the economic environment, people are going to have to do a lot of things. And there's a lot of anxiety and tension, confusion, and a little bit of grief that people have, because the world that we know just a couple weeks ago is seemingly changing before our eyes. So I think Tara Swart's book here is a good reminder of us how to go through that. She tells a little bit of her own story of development. She started out as a medical doctor and as a psychiatrist and things like that, and realized that she needed to move on in her psychiatric practice. She didn't enjoy at some point continuing to do sort of the psychiatric intake type things, putting people in and medicating them and things like that, and realized there had to be a better way. And so she was being called to something larger, and that was to be able to go on her own individual journey. So this is a little bit of her own individual journey and how she migrated from being a medical doctor to becoming a coach. And she does leadership development, and I just found it's fascinating. I mean, if you're new to the type of field or you're interested in that, you can learn quite a bit. I mean, it's a pretty much, she has a whole set way of going about things. She has discovery boards and things like that that can help you sort of, if you're not able to meet with another coach, you can sort of use this as a little mechanism. She also has it on audible.com. So if you want to go there.
I can attest to that. She reads her own book. Yep. I thought it was fascinating. So